So, from the consortium perspective, our view is that we are seeing ourselves as an accelerators of progress in PML research. So, and that's of course for the benefit of the public health. So we have to our vision that the way we're doing this is through a new organizational model where companies get together and try to, in a non-competitive setting, trying to address this risk mitigation. We found that we are utilizing tools which may be seen as usual tools for communication, like website, for instance. But the way we would like to utilize them is through innovation, because we would like to foster collaboration. That means we would like to embark in collaboration with, as I mentioned before, healthcare provider, regulators, and of course, patient. So Peter Arlett did talk about transparency. This is something we have been thinking through, and then I would say with a high level of kilowatt here, and because this is something we need to address in a very precise way, how we are organizing our activities, what is our progress and accomplishment, so we can give the outputs and the results to the public health here. And that's really our intention, is to make those results as soon as possible available to the community. What is important here is, of course, to standardize practices. That was also mentioned for treatment perspective. And we are only at the clinical database process, but I think this is nice input, because it will generate further thinking into the consortium on how we approach PML in terms of sampling, in terms of collecting data, and of course, in a later point in time, or even for the next year, how we treat patients in our organization. Also to sharing data is related to the database. And as I mentioned also this morning, we are operating under two principles, which is the patient privacy and scientific integrity. Of course, we have started our database with our own cases, but I'm glad to share with you here that our intention is to go beyond and to find tools where we can collect all cases possible we can have access to. So here, we are not necessarily within our product scope, which is, I would say, an easy start for us, but also to go beyond this and to find ways and tools, probably through our website, to be aware of spontaneous cases which may occur outside our therapeutic area. For us, again, what is really important is to get the collaboration and to put every stakeholders together in order that we have we can maximize the benefit of the tools we have implemented so far. So patient, healthcare provider, regulators, and academia. And we really would like to have the most interest as much as we can here to realize this. The tool, you've been through that. And my last slide here, I'm competing with Peter Arlett in terms of number of the slides, is really to highlight how we can foster collaboration and with communication and education. So the research program and grounds has been presented to you. Content identification on PML. What are the scientifics around PML we can put on our website so healthcare provider could have the right information to manage their patient, so that patient can have the right information where we stand on the research level, what is available to them or not. And of course, the clinical database may be a tool which may allow us to identify risk factors and also variables that are associated and that can improve outcome of that disease. Information to the regulatory dimension is information with a regulatory dimension is requiring interaction. That's why we're happy to be present here, because I think we've been talking about clinical trial design, and of course that will be a theme that we have to come back on. The importance also that we may also be involved and also be a key players here in how we can do specific guidance, like we've been discussing quite a lot around diagnostic on PML, how we can identify the confirmed case. So, and that's how we work on the database. Only confirmed cases are in our database. And of course, the utility of this workshop for us is tremendous, because I think we are even proposing to have this on an annual basis to share the progress, to see where are the other key stakeholders, and how we can also integrate this collaboration to the consortium if possible. And that's my last slide.